Okay.
Hello everybody, this is part 2 of my pasture management. Let's talk about putting a corner post in and bracing. And we started out, what we did was drove, part 1 was driving some on the other end. I failed to tell about this, but I'm going to talk about it here because I'm going to show how I put this, line it up. I'm going to start from both ends. What I did is I put a wire up against that door there, and I stretched it out, and that's how I keep it in line. So as I keep putting these posts, I'll keep this wire tighter. As I work from both ends. As I get close enough to the middle, somewhere I'll divide these posts up so it will look like it fits in. Because if you start there, right now we got, this is 6 foot. This is a piece of steel fencing that used in the yards, and at it's 6 feet. And I want 12 feet, and that'll give me this cross brace here. So I got a measure to put that. I went with this pipe here. I've seen it with a lot of people are using a pasture management system. They got an 8 foot. They probably got a heavier pipe. I'm not stretching for a half a mile or a quarter of a mile, but I need to stretch enough. And this post will have a gate hanging on it, so we can get in here or whatever. And I'll make this gate swing both ways so it's out of the way for the door. And the idea is that he can get to this door now or open it up if he needs to work in there. He's got light and air. You don't have to worry about the cattle. So he's going to mow this strip here with the yard. So that's part of my goal being on it. It seems like these cross braces, when you put wooden ones, they rot out. They're not lasting as long as I like. And not only that, by having these posts in here like this, regardless of what size, they don't take up as much space. So it leaves more space to work between the posts here instead of working over the wire part of it. So all I'm going to do is show driving and getting the position of this post. I got the wires here, this wire. Another thing to think about, this thing goes in the ground, and that could be way out here, screwed in, hold on it. So I don't want to drive a post where that's out. So I kind of figured it out. The next post is going to be over here. All these things need to be kind of planned out, thought out ahead of time before you start. And I use these here to hold this wire in place. So I'm going to set this off, and Lisa's going to see how I'm going to have to just do it like I do it, you know. So I'm going to take this wire down to get across here.
talking about drilling holes in the poles.
There's a lot of little tricks. This is a caster action 4-wheel drive. When you turn it, these wheels tip in and have to get the turn short. When you're backing up and getting the different things, I've learned tricks. It's hard to back up to a lot of things with this tractor. And you got the hole right there, and you move the tractor like any other one, and it's way off. I found out if you pull the steering wheel in the opposite direction you need to go, you can line it right up. There's just, you know, the more experience you have with a piece of equipment, you learn how to get tricks. You notice I opened my top window so I can see my loader to get around the roof of the building. These are all tricks of the trade that farmers should know how to do, and you learn it from experience. I can't drive that post right now because I got to move over about a ½ inch, and with my luck it might take 10 minutes to do that by myself. It's really hard to do this by yourself. It's nice. What I normally do is I'm there and I tell the operator how to go. Now these are the hardest posts to drive, and the most important ones is the corner and the brace posts. Because if you drive that post too far apart, that brace is useless, and you're too close together, you can't get, well, you could cut the pipe off. But if you're smart enough, you don't need to do that. And we want to keep it to match up the same for consistency. So that's part of our part 2 of pasture management. Like I said again, I call this management instead of systems, because systems, you need a controlled environment. We're working in an uncontrolled environment with floods, droughts, storms. You know, it blows the fences down. Using electric fencer could work. Maybe changing livestock from sheep or goats to cattle, or even the horses as far as that goes. This would not be a good horse pasture because there's too many thorns, but perfect for cattle. They'll take them thorny locusts and try to, you know, get rid of the horse flies. You're going to have that with a branch system. All these stuff is to put in there. This makes an ideal cattle pasture because there's the spring here, that grass in that area will stay wet. It's high on the hill, so it won't be stomping the whole pasture up. So there'll be a lot of different places to go. There's enough trees for shade, and like I said, we have a building over there for cold weather and storms and ice. So thank you so much for looking at it. Let us know what you think. I know I didn't drive that post down there then. Hopefully, you know, I did it in my picture there, and basically it's the same thing. But it's a lot of work to get a fence started. Once you get it started, going down the line, especially if you got somebody else with a wire in there, it makes it a lot easier. And that post driver does a wonderful job because you can take uneven area, use this level it up, level the post up, and you can get it driven down there, and then you're ready to start putting the fence on the post. One thing I should tell everybody, square posts with wooden boards don't work. They're going to twist and give, so if you're going to use square posts, you're going to have to go with a post hole digger. A lot of them will throw the posts in the ground and then put their boards up and brace them off. And after they got the fence all nailed up perfectly and squared up, then they'll go and pack dirt around the posts and stuff. I think that's how they do it. That's how I would do it if I was using square posts for that. And even using round posts for boards is kind of hard to kind of give into different things. So there we go. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Alrighty.